Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're going to be watching a replay of a really good game I had earlier. So the game's starting out. Turns out a lot of people on my team used to be higher rank and have dropped down to silver, which is what I'm at. But, oh, actually, looks like these are wrong. This is the wrong game. Alright guys, today I wanted to share with you here's the Storm game. When this game started, I actually was not gold. I became gold because of this game, and you'll see why. This is quite a game. So, this fella is the shot caller. She thinks that I don't know what I'm doing, but she does really well. She's just telling me to pick the right talent here, which is the amateur opponent, because this one, it does an extra 150% bonus damage against non-heroic enemies. So that means the immortal, the minions, all sorts of great stuff. It'll be doing a lot of damage throughout the rest of this. And you know, she is calling shots, and you might think she's really, I don't know, aggressive and bossy. But just having a shot caller in your team, especially in Hero League, makes so much of a difference. If we just have one shot caller that everyone listens to and we follow, even if it's a bad call, oftentimes if we just stick together it'll work out. So we're just fighting over positioning here at the beginning, waiting to see where everyone is. Looks like Artanis is in a 1v4 up top, and they're all rotating down. Alright, so we see him coming in and we back off. I got a nice little swap there on Rhaegar, but the entire team is diving in, so we gotta just run away. And they chased us under towers, and that's what happens. Rhaegar died, and we were able to continue pushing this lane pretty heavy. So the reason I wanted to show you guys this game is just my swaps were really on point. I'm not usually this good. Ever since they changed Artanis to make his swap longer range, it's been ridiculous. So it used to be, I guess you can't see my stuff there, but it used to be that your E was a swap, and then you could only use it when you're standing still. But they changed it a few months ago to where you can use it in the middle of your dash, which is your Q. So you're able to swap people long distances. So this is a really fun game where we can show that. So this is going really well. We got a half-level lead going into this immortal phase. I tried swapping him there, but since he was rooted, he stayed in place. It's unfortunate. So I tried getting better at that as the game went on, is not swapping until the root's about to end, so that way the swap actually goes through. And it works out really well. See, like there, I waited until the root was about to end. We almost get these kills. There we go. They just spread Kael'thas's bombs, and that was it. And this Sonya, I remember this. She gets so much value because we're all really low. She almost gets all of us. So this is going very well. Right now we have 6 kills and they have 0, and I'm just having the time of my life. Me and this Vala are really have a lot of synergy going on. The roots are really good on Arthas and Malfurion. Kael'thas is getting his damage out. This is just all going really well. Now here's our first mistake. We're all extremely low on mana and low on health, and we stay here and fight. And I don't think we should have done this. We should have backed off, got our mana back, and came back in later. That time I messed up the swap again with the brutes, but it worked out. Here we go. Now Arthas is hearthing out because he's way out of mana, but then we start team fighting and he comes back in. We really need to get out of here. Our main tank is low and we aren't able to sustain through this anymore. So Sonya that went and fought it. Oh no. Okay, well someone was fighting this. This is my first time watching the replay. Okay, she is. So she went and is poking away at the Immortal while we were trying to fight. And here's where things take a turn for the worse. We're all low on mana, our healer has no health, and we start losing people. And I get really worried here that we're going to lose the Immortal phase. So for those of you that don't play Heroes, this map, these Immortals, the blue one's ours, the red one is theirs. And what happens is when we kill their Immortal, it goes into lane and pushes for us and the opposite for them. So we really want to be able to kill this guy so that he goes into lane for us. And we're really lucky we didn't lose more people there. Here I'm going in. I just want to poke. I don't want to fight. I just want to try and force him to not... be able to completely focus our Immortal. And it turned out being a mistake because I just had my first death. So it started out well, it's starting to go a little turn for the worse, but we'll see if we can turn it around. Alright, so now they're in a similar situation to what we were before. They're really low on mana and health, but they decided to stay and fight, and we're able to turn it on them again. So right now they're winning the race. We got halfway through, and so their Immortals gonna start fighting. Their Immortals, sorry, I lost my train of thought. So they're winning the Immortal phase, and so our Immortal's low, and so they might get theirs to help them push. Here we just decided to try and burst it down. We're out of position, and this ends up being super close. Only had 805 health left on our Immortal. So we win the first Immortal phase, and it's going to go top lane and help us push. Lunar's out of position here. See if we can capitalize. No. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're sending Arthas to split soak. We have a little bit of an XP lead, and we want to keep that. And then the rest of us are going to be helping push with this. Its shields are already gone, and so it's in melee mode, but I should be able to get some good damage with it anyways, with all the damage we got here. Yeah, I decided not to focus on trying to get any kills here. We're just going to get this down. And now that the fort's down, we swap her in. And unfortunately, just people weren't paying attention. They were just focusing on getting the healing fountain down. We could have got a kill there, but it's alright. Still got a lead. And it's a good time to retreat and just make sure we don't throw away any of ourselves and don't give them any kills. Looks like Arthas is doing really well bottom. He's got his health up against the Sonya, which is always good to see. So we decide now to go get this bruiser. Looking back, I think we should have waited a little bit just so that these mercenaries could push the lane during the Immortal phase, so that one of them will have to leave the Immortal fight to clear the lane, and then we can have a 4v5 fight. But they get their bruiser as well, and it ends up working out. But still, it could have been better. There was a really good invade. Arthas sacrifices himself for it, but I think we're going to get him as well, so it's going to be a good trade for us, plus we get the camp, so things going well. There we go. Vala's really good at picking up those kills. Did she go for the Q quest? Oh, she didn't. Okay, I thought she did. Alright, well, works out either way. So here I'm trying to defend against the bruiser camp and two of them, and I'm having a really hard time because my towers are almost out of bullets. They're about to go down. So it's basically 3-on-1 with that bruiser camp because he's spawning tons of extra minions. So I'm asking for help right now, as you saw there. Here we go. So they're coming to come help me. It's a little late, but we still saved the fort. And we're about to initiate a team fight here. And man, they're all... she's so low on mana. So you can see that just with my... oh, he totally whiffs his ult there. But it works out. We got a good swap. And we're able to set up the team for a kill there. And now they have to... the other team can't come in and fight us because they're so low. And Tyrande using her ult here. Really bad time to use it just because we were already walking out. That's a really good zoning tool. But we're already walking out, so it didn't get any value. Alright, I'm looking for a swap again. This Rhaegar's being very aggressive. Swap him in. Okay. He pulls Bloodlust, and I blind them, so I think we're in good shape. But then I don't peel well for the Sonya, and she's just able to walk into our back line and kill all of our damage. So we just got to get out. Managed to get a swap there to peel for Kael'thas at least, and we're able to... I'm in a Hearth to get my mana back, and we're just going to regroup. We still got a really good lead on the Immortal. We don't need to force the issue right now. We just need to regroup and get back together. Ooh. Malfurion could have got punished there. We're glad that it worked out. Pretty good swap, but don't really want to swap Varian in just because he's really tanky. I prefer to swap in someone like Tyrande or Rhaegar. There we go. So they overstayed their welcome again, and the tanks are diving in and not properly peeling for their DPS, so we're able to come in and finish off their Immortal. You can see how much damage I'm able to do with that level 1 talent. You always want to pick that on this map. Alright, we finish it off and get all these regen globes, and so we don't have the Hearth back, which is really nice. Okay, so here we decide to split push still. After level 10, when we have ults, we should probably stay as 5, just so that we can push with the objective and ensure this keep. We could have gotten a lot more value out of it. Yeah, we lose Vala early in the fight, and no, we can't really do much. This Immortal is just going to die. We can't do much with it. Yeah, here's where we're starting to change our mind, especially now Sonya came up, and so he's there alone. We already have the XP lead. We really don't need to be in this situation. Peel for the mouth there. We really don't need to be soaking both lanes right now. But at this point he should have just stayed. But it works out. So here we just need to regroup, make sure we don't bleed out any more kills. There we go, that's a good swap. He pops Bloodlust, but he's already super low and there's not able to capitalize on it. And I'm just trying to chase so that everyone else is slowed down and my team can catch up and get a couple more kills. And this Vala does a really good job of cleaning up Lugnara. So here, we could push the keep, but our minion wave is a little bit far back. So I decided to make the call to go to this bruiser camp, since we have to wait for the minion wave. And we can't afford to tank the keep right now, especially because we only got 2 of them. So we were just taking this from them. It's not going to give us that much value, but the main thing is that they don't get it, so it works out for us. Ooh, Vala's really lucky she got out there. If this Varian went taunt, this whole game would have been different. So you see there again, I timed my swap so that this roots are over by the time I get to him. fight. And so we get the kills, and so we decide to now use the bruiser camp. And we might have been able to go core here, but it is really risky, so we decided to just get the keep and get out. And I'm not usually this good on the swaps. They just make me feel real happy that worked out. Alright, so now with the keep down and lane pushing, we decide to go and get the Immortal so we can just continue snowballing this game out of control. At this point we have a 3-level lead, which is also a talent tier, and we're just snowballing it out of control. They dive again here, and it's a bad choice. It's not a good idea to dive in like this when we have all of us up and they didn't have their second healer. Alright, so we're just going to finish off this Immortal real quick. I don't use my W as much here because I am kind of low on mana. I used it there, but I don't use it for the rest because I'm kind of low on mana, and I want to be able to have enough mana to be able to do all my abilities. Get those swaps in. Alright, so the enemy team has one more chance to defense. They almost have a 4-level we almost have a 4-level lead. Well, still about 3. And we have an Immortal pushing in that has full shields. I love playing with competent people. And we're all full health, all our abilities are up, all our ults are up, except for Artanis, but it'll be up by the team fight. We're just in really good shape here. Now, they could have possibly held us here, but they chose to defend from so far out that they're not able to use their keep to properly defend. And so we just wiped them out. I don't think they get any of us here. If they had defended behind the wall and had just used Lunara to get her poke damage in, that would have gone totally differently. But they decided to commit way deep, and they end up paying for it. I understand why they had a hard time with this. The only really ranged attack that they have is Lunara and Tyrande, and all the rest of them are melee, and they have to commit very hard into fights. That swap made me so happy, just to end off this game on that note. And that's game. We're able to just snowball this out of control. This is a fun game. It finally got me into Gold League. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Here's the stat screen. Vala did very well. So much, lots of damage. She definitely did her job. Lots of healing. Lots of tanking of damage. She just did really well. So there's that, and I would like to show the talents, but I guess it won't let me. I'll see if it can let me show after the game is over. I'm just saying, where am I? I'm like, oh, I did well, where am I? I should be part of it, but Sonya did very well. She did a good job. Other than diving in too deep, she did get a lot of kills on our back line. She kept us. She's the only one that tried to keep her team in this game. Well, it looks like it's not going to show me the talents. So guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.